Week 5, I was still moody. I'm still moody in week 6, but we're all matching right now, girls. I'm definitely bloated, and I have been bloated. It was so weird and so funny. If you haven't experienced sciatica, oh, it's awful. So this is my 6th pregnancy. My emotions get very affected during pregnancy. Before I found out that I was pregnant, I had a few things. Number 1, hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sierra. We'd love to have you a part of our family on YouTube, so subscribe if you would like to. If you're returning, I'm so excited about these videos because you will have already seen our pregnancy announcement video, but we are pregnant, and I'm filming this on December 7th. I'm currently 6 weeks, 2 days, but by the time I post this video, I'll probably be around 9 weeks, 10 weeks pregnant. We're really, really excited. It was planned. We had tried, this was the 2nd month trying. The first month we didn't get pregnant, obviously. The next month we did. And if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'll try to put it in the description box. I'll try to remember, is what I mean, because I know how to, but I'll try to remember to put it in the description box. So you can go check that out, or right up here, or here, whichever side it is. And so the lighting, I'm right in front of the window. So you're getting true, real life right now. The girls are upstairs getting clothes on, I think. Lottie's asleep, so May's at school, Brett's working. So that's life right now. School starts. Christmas is in 18 days. We are so excited. But yeah, I'm so happy to be pregnant again. We really wanted this, and we don't know the gender. Obviously, right now I'm only barely 6 weeks, and so, yes? How cute. Is Rennie getting close too? Okay.
Did you paint your nails yet or no?
Not yet, because I'm talking to the camera real quick, okay?
Okay.
There you go. Uh-oh. Shh. Get Rennie quiet. Will you go help her first? Run and help her, and then I'll put them on you, okay? Okay, as I was saying, we're super excited, and this was planned, and just life is good. The girls are excited. So I shared our announcement video. Then I think that before this, I will have shared telling Brett and the girls too. I told them on May's birthday. So that was really fun. And so today I wanted to do a week 4 and 5 recap, or symptoms of weeks 4 and 5 being pregnant. I haven't done this early before. Typically, I am too tired and sick to do any videos before the 2nd trimester. And so this is fun because I typically just do like a 1st trimester video, but this time I want to do weekly, or at least bi-weekly or so videos. And so this one is weeks 4 and 5. And also I want to talk a little bit about beforehand, the symptoms that I had before I actually found out that I was pregnant. Okay, so before I found out that I was pregnant, I had a few things. Number 1, I have talked about this in previous pregnancies, about the spot on my stomach. In fact, it started hurting before I had ever become pregnant, but lately, in the past few years, it only hurts when I'm pregnant. And so it's just this spot right here. I've had a CAT scan before. I've been, I've had doctors check it out. There's nothing there. So I don't exactly know what it is. But when I'm pregnant, it seems to flare up and it starts to hurt. So I had that happen, this spot on my stomach. I was super emotional. I wrote that I was easily angry and weepy. And so, yeah, my emotions get very affected during pregnancy. I was stressed. I wrote that I had discharge, which is really typical. You can look that up online about the different, this sounds TMI, but texture of discharge in your cycle, and if you're pregnant or not. Yes? Go get shoes on. No, those are mine. Go get yours on. I was really tired before finding out, and then I was also, the girls are getting shoes to go outside, losing my breath going up the stairs. Not like end of pregnancy, but just like more tired going up the stairs than I typically would be. So those are the signs before I found out that I was pregnant. Very pretty. Oh wait, let's see. I love these shoes.
I do too. I really have you in my yard.
You do. They're great church shoes, aren't they?
What's a tuxedo?
Well, they can be play shoes. Do you need help, Ben? Okay, let's get into week 4. So I found out that I was pregnant at 3 weeks, 5 days, I'm pretty sure. Don't play a fire, but you can play over by the fire pit. Okay?
But I don't know what's fire pit.
You can just play by those chairs over there, okay? So I found out between weeks 3 and 4 that I was pregnant. Okay, so week 4, let's just get right into week 4. I was having sciatica pain, and actually this actually started before I found out I was pregnant too. I like had weird bouts of sciatica, and I was like, oh dang, gosh, it doesn't typically occur for me. Oops, doesn't typically happen for me. So in week 4, that was bad too. If you haven't experienced sciatica, oh, it's awful. So I was having sciatica pain, or sciatic nerve pain. That spot on my stomach was still hurting, or it's not like it's hurting consistently, but just off and on. I started experiencing round ligament pain already. So this is my 6th pregnancy, my 5th baby. I had miscarried between my first 2 girls. And so it makes sense that my body can stretch out quicker than the first time. And my muscles are relaxing. It's done this many times. And so it makes sense that I would feel round ligament pain, but it was really early in my opinion. I was like, oh my gosh. And I know what round ligament pain feels like. If you don't know, it's like kind of right where, for me at least, it's like where my ovaries are, and it kind of just feels like somebody snaps a rubber band. Or you've got a rubber band in you that just kind of snaps if you move too fast or stretch too far or whatever it is. Smells started to bother me. I mean, here's the thing. The smells that bothered me would bother most anyone. The girls had a stomach bug during this week. Throw up. Ugh. Dogs were bugging me. Diapers were bugging me. Okay, do I need to jump on the trampoline? The next day I wrote down, okay, so one night I was all of a sudden I had terrible gas pains, just like in my stomach, in my ribs, like in my, I don't know if it went all the way up to my collarbone. If you've experienced that, then you know the pain. Like, it's literally terrible. I was in so much pain. I was like, I wanted to lay down, but I was like, I can't even lay down. I'm in so much pain. So I was like, I'm just gonna go take a bath. It was after the girls had fallen asleep. Actually, I was laying down Lottie or Ren when I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hurting. And so I went and took a bath. Brett got me Tums. He made peppermint tea for me, and that seemed to like settle it, but it was awful. 1 second. So that was actually really terrible and not common, like a daily occurrence for me or something that happens often for me. So that was awful. I was feeling some nausea. This though, I don't think was much as pregnancy related. I think that I know I was getting the stomach bug because I did end up getting it. I'll talk about that with week 5. But yeah, that was awful. I was moody. I have been pretty moody these past few weeks. Before I found out I was pregnant with Lottie, I was really moody and like angry. This time I feel like it's been since I found out that I was pregnant, and it has been pretty bad. I've been really moody. I'll talk about that more in week 5 when I talk about week 5. But the last thing that I have for week 4 is that we bought eggnog from the store, and I just think that's festive. I've never been a really big fan of eggnog. Like, Brett and I will put milk, like half milk, half eggnog in a cup, and like that's like what we like better. But we're like, this is festive, let's just get it. So we got it. Anyways, I took a sip of it without the milk, and I was like, it wasn't like all of a sudden that I was like, oh, give it all to me, but I started drinking, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I drank like the rest of one of the half gallons, and I was like, Brett, I need you to buy more. It was so weird and so funny, and like a total pregnancy thing that I was just like, I want eggnog. And it lasted about a week maybe, and now I'm like, like I had some and I'm like, okay, but it's not the same. It's not as much of like this like craving. So that's really weird and really funny, and just a fun little quirky thing this early on in pregnancy. Okay, let's get into week 5. I just finished week 5 on Sunday. That was my last day of week 5 before I turned 6 weeks pregnant, which is so fun. My first appointment is right before Christmas. Oh, and I'm so excited. So in week 5, I was like, oh shoot, I'm so nauseous. I think it was the beginning of week 5. I might have been 5 weeks or 5 weeks one day, and I was like, I'm so sick. And that day I thought it was morning sickness, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is super early. No. Later that day, I was like, I can't move. I had the stomach flu or stomach bug, whatever it was that the girls had. Oh, and it was awful. Luckily, I didn't throw up. I don't like throwing up. So luckily, I didn't throw up. Luckily, the girls were almost all the way better from their sickness. Brett, I'm pretty sure, is the one that got it first. He went to California for a work thing, and he was like, we thought he had food poisoning because he was like, I'm just so sick, like on the way there and everything. So it's really a bummer, but I'm pretty sure he's the one that gave it to all of us. And so Brett was able to really help during the night with the girls, and I was able to heal. There's a bug on the trampoline. They're so cute. They get their fears of bugs from me, so I don't blame them. They're so cute. Okay. Anyways, that was awful. Luckily, that lasted about 24 hours. And then it was, kind of the next day, it was just like a little bit dull in my stomach, like that dull tummy ache. But that was awful, and I'm glad it's over. Again, I wrote down that I was exhausted going up the stairs, just out of breath. It's not like I can't go upstairs anymore, but just out of breath, noticing that more. I'm definitely bloated, and I have been bloated. And sadly, it's affected my self-esteem. I wish it didn't, but I don't like how I feel being bloated, and so that's a bummer, but that's typical for being in pregnancy. Anyways, we're all matching right now, girls. We're matching. Look at the camera. It's too bright. I know it's from the window. Go in the playroom, okay? Okay, so I still wrote that that's our Christmas decoration. In week 5, I was still moody. I'm still moody in week 6, but I wrote angry, angry, fearful, a lot of fear crept in. Not specifically about pregnancy, but just in general. I was sad. I actually really felt pretty depressed in week 5.
Mommy's pregnant.
Yeah, but so that was rough. And it's not as bad as it was, but week 5 was really rough emotionally for me. I have been peeing a lot, actually. Just feeling like a full bladder is what I wrote. I don't know exactly what I meant by that, but
you can't tell him pee.
Well, I can because I'm talking about the symptoms I had with being pregnant. I've also been really tired at night, which typically I'm a night owl and I can stay up. I've been falling asleep on the couch between 9 and 10:30, which may not seem early to some people, but to me it is pretty early. I noticed that my veins are a lot more plump. I know that there's extra blood going through me. That's a spaghetti squash. And so extra blood obviously is happening. My body is producing extra blood with this pregnancy. But I've noticed the plump veins, and then feeling my heart beating more because my body is pumping a lot more blood. Okay, there's just a few more symptoms that I had in week 5 that I wrote down. Still sciatica. Oh, I wrote that at the beginning. Did I write that? No, I didn't. I had sciatic pain. My limbs, my left leg was hurting, and that might not be common for everyone, but I have a lot of nerve issues, and so my left leg has been hurting, and the last one is just having a sore chest, which is pretty typical in pregnancy. I haven't really had that happen too much with my other pregnancies, but this time it's more noticeable. And so anyways, those are my symptoms for weeks 4 and 5. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm excited. Look how curly your hair is. I'm excited to continue. Cool. Ren just learned this trick with her tongue. I'm excited to film these updates, and so that I can have them and so that I can share these with you guys. So if you like these type of videos, subscribe and like this video. Comment below if you... Yeah. They want to tell. We're not telling very many people right now, so it's fun to tell, huh? Comment down below any... if there are any questions that you have about pregnancy for me or anything you would like me to talk about in future videos, I will make sure to answer those. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.